Welcome, coaches, parents, players, anybody that's checking out this audio or this video. And I wanted to walk through real quickly some of the cool things we have going with our new shooting guide for our coaches that are Coaches Edge members. This will be uploaded to your Coaches Edge Coach membership in the beginning of October. But the cool thing is this is something that we've been working on for a while, recording new videos and updates throughout the course of the summer, combined with the fact that earlier this fall we had our 50-day challenge documents, combined with the fact that Coach Troshak was sharing some of his documents that he gave to his campers regarding how they can continue to get better and just giving them a little bit more structure when it comes to helping players become better with finishing, shooting, ball handling, whatever that might be. And so I decided to take all those things, 50-day challenge, which is our challenge in the fall for players to continue to work on their game and see how many shots and how much time they can spend handling the basketball throughout the course of those 50 days, combined with some additional structure and giving you guys the opportunity to be able to see from the ground up, whether you're an advanced player, whether you're a younger player, some of the things you can do by yourself or with a friend to continue to improve your shooting, right? And so this document that we've put together is too good for me to only share with our coaches that are a part of our membership, which is why we hardly ever do this stuff, but we want to sell it as a separate product, right? For maybe you're a parent, maybe you're a player, and maybe you're a basketball coach or a trainer, but you don't want the full Coach's Edge membership that is 3 months at a time. And you're saying, I can use this shooting guide though. So I want to give you some more information about it in case you want it. And because I want to get this in the hands of as many people as possible, it's normally $50. It's going to be $50 on the website later, but right now it's $24.99. I'll put the link below so you could purchase it right now once you've watched this video. But I wanted to walk you through and give you some more information where my mindset is going through when it came to creating our shooting guide. And it all comes down to helping players develop the most common types of shots and then expanding from there. Right. And then doing it in a way that gives them structure, doing this in a way that also is more variable, putting drills that are timed and scored to make it fun, giving players an opportunity to be able to track their workouts in an easy way so that they can see their progress, and also a way where they can be able to see and evaluate themselves, right? Because I can't take the shots for you. You can't do it for your son or daughter. Coach can't do it. So if we can just help put you on the right path, you're going to be more likely to succeed, right? So when I think about core areas of shooting, I think of overall general technique. I think a stationary spot ups, good teams create stationary catch and shoot opportunities. There's going to be some movement, whether that's cutting, whether that's slight relocation, and then they're shooting off the dribble, right? And so those are the four main things that we focused on when we created this first shooting guide. And that's not all. So we put in some bonus sections. We put in some more advanced shooting drills, videos that are broken down by myself and other college players that I train. You can see them firsthand performing some of the same shooting drills. You can see how you stack up against their scores. And then there's a presentation that I put in there about how do we bounce back from shooting slumps and how I've helped players honestly get out of shooting slumps. Thinking of Division I young lady, Kendall Muxlow, who played at IPFW. And when she was in high school, watching some of her film, going over the things that I put into this presentation so that she could bounce out of her shooting slumps. And it was pretty cool to see her do that with some really big games after we had our last meeting, watching game film for her. But as you think about shooting the basketball, right, that's scoring, right? And we want to be a threat. Shooting's never been more important than it is now in today's day and age. And this is something that I wish I had when I was a younger player. I remember going to Barnes and Noble and getting a Steve Alford workout book, right, who played for Indiana, and just going through and eating that book up, right? And it had little workouts that you could do. There's like 2, 3 pages of it, and just going through those workouts and doing it, and how much I enjoyed one, seeing my improvement, but two, just being able to have some of the structure done for me. So it was just about me going out and doing the work and then allowing those workouts to give me the detail that I needed to say, okay, here, make sure you're working on the right things. And so a player like me was just able to, take off and run with it. So we've created that type of product for you, broken down in these four main categories: form shooting, catch and shoot, relocation, and shooting off the dribble. Everything that's hyperlinked into videos that you can see. So what I mean by that is we have all these videos that are linked, and some of these are closer to 20, 30 minutes long. A lot of them are like an hour and a half. But there's multiple hours of video content that you're looking at if you're watching this on video just on this page that I know can help players make more shots. Like you just flat out make more shots. If you take this instruction and consistently apply it to your game, it's going to work, right? And there's a reason that we get asked to work with about 2,000 players every single year from around the U.S. is because the instruction that we're giving them works, right? And we have players that we've trained every single year that are playing college basketball, right? Doing and using the instruction that we've given them right on this shooting guide, right? I mean, there's no magic fairy dust. Like you got to put in the work, right? But at the same time, you want to make sure you have a plan. And you want to make sure that you're working on the correct things, and that's what we're providing for anybody that wants to access our shooting guide. So whether it's shooting off the dribble, whether it's footwork, moving off of relocation, we want to be able to help our players continue to succeed. I'll probably have to switch over to some of this, but like basically you'll click on any of this, it'll open up. I'm not sure if this is sharing or not, but it'll take you to an unlisted video and then you can get to work, listen to the voiceovers, listen to the breakdowns of how we're going about doing these different drills. Very competitive. And again, it's all myself or college players that we're training going through these workouts that we're showing you, which is pretty awesome. So again, every single one of those is broken down. Then we have some workouts you can check out, print out, keep them on your computer and download. And it's a perfect setup to help players continue to improve their game. Right. So if you're thinking about that, you really want to, think about when you're training, do you go in, do you have a plan? And do you have a real purpose to what you're trying to do? And we do a lot of shooting clinics throughout the course of the fall because we don't want players to get injured in the fall, especially during our fall clinics. They're on the weekend. You might have a player who plays football or volleyball. I don't want them playing a bunch of 3-on-3, roll their ankle with me when they're in another season. Coaches would hate me, right? So one reason why we do a lot of shooting in the fall with our players, especially for those that are multi-sport athletes. And so for us to be able to provide this to those athletes and give them a little bit of structure of like, all right, I'm playing football, but you know what? After school, before school, I can get 100 shots up, right? Working on some very specific things in a rather short amount of time. That's what this guide is for, right? Is us having a great purpose to what we do, right? Great consistency to what we do. And it doesn't always have to be high volume, especially for our athletes that are playing a fall sport. I mean, we encourage multi-sport athletes. So this is an example of our higher level, more advanced workouts where players can see the video, what drill they're doing, and put some of their scores in here. Just a fun thing, and then a sample workout. We want you to start creating your own workouts. Again, these all have video links to being able to watch that breakdown, me walking you through these specific shots, and then how many shots are we going to make, what locations are we shooting it from, what's the distance that we're shooting it from, walking you through a sample workout, because the goal is for you to be able to see this sample workout and then take all of the shots that we're breaking down. And some of those videos have all sorts of different shots just in one video. So there's a ton to choose from, and you can start to use the template that we have here and then build your own workouts, right? And we've created that. If you're looking up here in some of these shooting workouts right here, so it's super easy for you to track and log. We've already provided Excel documents in the workout program as well. And then last thing, when you're thinking about shooting the basketball, being able to evaluate yourself and really teach yourself is vital, right? And so we have our last page, which is a self-eval sheet. This is actually something that you would do at the beginning, all right? And then you can print it off and do this again at the end giving yourself a few weeks at least before you can go back and ask yourself these questions, right? As far as some of your strengths, some of your weaknesses. Do you have a routine? If you do have a routine, what does that look like? What needs to change? What do you need to keep? Right. And being able to think about. So we give, some examples, some things to think about when it comes to asking these questions. But in my experience, the best players that I've been around ask questions. They absolutely ask questions. Some of the best players that I've been around also take notes. Right. And so we've put that in the program. And I thought this was a really, really important one is it's not just here's the videos, here's the workout plan, go do it, right? But giving everybody that has access to this shooting guide the opportunity to be asked really good questions, because that's what really good players do is they're open-minded, they ask questions, and then they put things down, right? And there's power in the pen, right? Of physically being able to put it down. I would say there's more power in that than even typing it, right? So for us to be able to actually put something down as far as strengths, weaknesses, things that we need to work on, shooting routines, different types of things that we can do to continue to improve our game is going to be huge for players, parents, coaches, trainers alike, right? And so if you want access to volume one of our shooting guide for half off, 24.99, check out the link in the description below to purchase that product. If you're a part of coachesedge.coach, you already get it as of October 1st. That will be uploaded into the site. And if you're looking, if you've been tempted about doing the Coach's Edge membership, it's just another reason to get it because anything that's good that we work on, we put it into the membership and you'll be locked into the specific price. So we're not going to up the price on you, a year down the road or anything like that. You get locked in at that price. We have coaches that are paying less than $20 a month who joined us 5 years ago when we came out with coachesedge.coach, and that's what they're paying, even though we've upped the price for new members. So if you have questions about this, please reach out. It's contact@kramerbasketball.com. But I'm absolutely fired up about how we can help a lot of people continue to shoot the basketball at a higher level. This is going to be able to do it. And then you're more than welcome to reach out to me, ask questions, and see where we can go from here. Do we need to, build on this? Do we need to be more specific? I'm here to serve. I'm here to help you guys continue to make more shots throughout the course of this season and beyond. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Get after it.